Okay, so this is what the worms look like now. We've left them for a few months and they're becoming overcrowded. Got a good healthy couple of nests going in here, or one big bunch. So what we're going to do now, we put some new food for them on top. And you can see it's basically almost only worms. We've got a new bin. So we're going to put the new bin on top of this bin and cause them to migrate over. So we're going to put the new bin on top of them like that. This space is very low and it's supposed to be close. The closer the better. Don't worry, our worms won't squash. They're going to climb through these holes. We're going to stop feeding the bottom bin now. This is where all the juices drain into. It's also got holes, and we've drilled holes in here. Subsequently the worms are going to climb up, and then we'll have the new batch. For the bedding, we've soaked coconut coir in water for about an hour. We took all the moisture out and we're going to use that as a base for the bedding. So the worms will basically migrate into that and through it. It's also very good, the worms like to nest in the coconut coir. If you don't have coconut coir, you can just use snippets of cardboard, preferably raw cardboard or newspaper, and with as little ink on it as possible. But we're using coconut coir only for this one. So the bedding has been made. Now for the next step, we're going to use caps. So we're going to put the tea bags on. We tore all the tea bags open. So with the bag and the tea leaves on the inside, we're just going to put that over the coconut coir. So basically, instead of throwing your tea bags away, you just put it in a little bin, like us. Make it nice and smooth for them. I'm allowed to get tomato, and then I've got some watermelon skins that I cut up. So you're going to put in some very ripe tomato and watermelon skins on top of that. And then if you can have them live just like that, and just top up with kitchen scraps and paper and things like that, and they'll be okay. But we are fortunate enough to be able to some wholesome cow dung on there. So we just collected this fresh from the cow, or actually from where the cows were pasturing, and we're going to put a nice thick layer of that in. Ultimately the red wrigglers love cow manure, but you can start them with cow manure. They will live in the cow manure and it will make them prosper. And then even with that, you put your kitchen scraps on top of it and they will just love every single bit of it. So we're going to migrate the worms to the top bin. They're in the middle bin. Obviously this is to catch liquids, so we want them on the top tray. And then once they're in the top tray, we're going to take the middle tray out and we'll use that soil vermicomposting to enrich our soils. Okay, so you'll notice we've got the cow dung on there. We're not going to overdo it. We've got a good amount of cow manure and obviously the coconut coir for them to nest in and be safe in. So we're going to put the lid on. So we're just using an inverted bin. You can put it on just like that, but we put it on inverted. And don't mind about that. And that's how we're going to leave it. So we'll inspect it later and see how long it's going to take for the worms to migrate up. Seeing that this is a big bunch of worms, we've had this bin for 10 months now and everything is going good. So let's see, red rocket out.